Hello everyone, part 3. That was a horrible intro. How's everyone doing? I titled this video Doking my Oki on camera for views, and hopefully that's what we're going to do. We're going to continue to choose best girl Sayori. Oh, which one is it? This one. Okay. As usual, we're going to start off with choosing the words. I'm going to try to go through these fast. I feel like it's not very entertaining to, watch me do this kind of stuff. I feel like dance. Milk? No. Okay, is Milk look cute? Yes. I feel like Broken. Yeah. That's interesting. I feel like her words are becoming more negative. Ooh. Passion. Sadness? Oh, that's interesting that, as she becomes more depressed, we also see that her words are... Okay, climax is still there, but you get what I'm saying. She's vacation, I feel like she's... Email? Dude, why is this so hard? Calm. I feel like jump. No. Oh, forgive. There we go. Secretive. Valentine? I should have done that one. Infallible. Misery chocolate. I think we want to go with comfort here. She's like our childhood friend, I guess. Ooh. What's next? I feel like no. Hope. Analysis. Incapable. Awesome. I feel like she's awesome. Let's go with... This is hard. Maybe... Lipstick? No! I feel like there's more of her words, I'm so bad at this. Death? Oh. That foreshadowing. I don't want to do this chapter because, as I've mentioned many times, Sayori's my favorite. And so, this is kind of the part where shit gets real. If I remember correctly, I don't want to... I don't want to have to do this. Okay. Let's do... Family. Okay, I think I successfully did that. I'm always this close. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. Is she the one who does the beats in the background, I wonder? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. Can't wait for the festival. Wasn't she super down? Oh, right as I said that, Monica's dialogue. But it's a whole day of school where we get to the place and eat all delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. I don't want to think about it. I'm not happy. I think, Doki Doki, no matter how many times I play it, hits me in my heart. You know what I mean? I just saw the chat. Stream title is clickbait, fake news. I think I'm dokiing pretty hard right now. maybe my Oki isn't involved, but I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Don't mind me, you can go talk to anyone here. Is everything alright? Oh, of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? I like the little animation job. I mentioned this on the last stream, but I like how their expressions are represented by just wiggling their PNG around. That makes me happy. I worriedly glanced at Sayori before turning back towards everybody else. The conversation has already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. Criminal, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything with Sayori recently? That hurts. You know, like... Well, what do you think, Monica? What do you think? Why do you think she's like this? Anyways, it's important for me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. Yeah, that's interesting. I wonder to what extent Monica does view the other characters as her friends, or more that, like, their role is her friends. Obviously, she values us, or the character, more than the other people, but you have to ask yourself to what extent does she actually view the other characters as characters, or as, like, people that can actually feel things. Maybe I'll try talking to her. Hey, are you sure about that? She seems like she wanted to be left alone. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm seeing that maybe. Ooh. This hurts even more, because she is my favorite. And, it's not any different now than it's always been. You're so funny, Criminal. Have you ever thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when you're around? Oh, I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I hope she said to forget about that. But I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and starts talking in the room where Sayori is sitting. I've watched her kneel down next to Sayori. Sayori. Again, every day, question why I chose a reading game. Maybe I should have chosen like a first-person shooter or something. Okay, finally, I'm glad this time we don't have to go through as much dialogue to get to the actual, like, poems. Usually it just, there's so much fluff. Go to my girl Sayori. This is your best one so far. It's really nice, Criminal. Thanks. Sayori, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Of course, everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Do you want to nap or something? No, not that silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face. Well, alright. Hey, Criminal. I'm still a little bit surprised. Ooh. I just messed up the stream there. I really thought you were trying to write your poems like the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuki, but in the end, yeah. I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. You don't want to get close with everyone else. Of course I do. But that doesn't mean I tried so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. Not the sad, like, childhood music. I know you have to sometimes put up with me. Ooh, but we have a wavelength or something, and this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it just feels like you're the only one exciting in my life. Sometimes it's easier. Ooh, come on, Sayori, you deserve this. She's kinda, you know... Sayori, I've probably never said this before, but I understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sorry. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Criminal. It's just a little rain cloud. It's more than that, Sayori. It's more than that. Oh, did we not get to read her poem? Okay, we gotta talk to Monica. Something about the festival. I wish they had actually animated the festival. That would have been cool. I mean, it's funny how your poems and Sayori's poems have been getting more and more similar to each other every day. I'm surprised you're so in sync with her. Then again, you've been spending a lot of time together lately, haven't you? That reminds me about how Sayori's been a little off today. Yeah, did she tell you something? Well, Criminal, you've been flirting with her, haven't you? Ooh, I mean, you know, game is game. I stood on business, you know. I know how much you care about her. Okay, let's, you know, blah, blah, blah. The lady who knows everything. An old tale of a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who found every answer. All meaning, all purpose, and all that ever was sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift. The sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search. I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away. The legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I keep scrolling. I fall, and I fall, and I fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. How deep. And obviously, that's an obvious reference to, how she sort of knows everything, but also she has no control at the same time. I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of thing that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. Okay, let's continue on. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It'd be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much time into. But if you find other people enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Yeah. Okay, so nothing much of substance there. One of the things I like about Doki Doki is that the pacing is really excellent. It kind of lulls you into a false sense of security, but once it gets hot, it gets really hot. And that's one of the things I really enjoy about this game. This one's alright. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go, a shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away. I'll be the beach. It's getting a little flirty. It seems a little more like I like how it's a little more like Yuri's every time. I feel like I keep writing about negative things. I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach. It's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after you and I realized we wanted to pick a topic and have both of us write about it, or whatever. That's kind of nice. Well done, criminal. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of those few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this is a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. Thank you, Monica. I don't know about that one, Yuri. And I guess, okay. What's interesting is this chapter, if this was completely feel-good, it would be like an interesting climax because they've all kind of learned to understand each other and be honest with their emotions. But really, it's just, just a moment before the storm, I guess. Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface, under a clear blue sky, expansive bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. I sit my toes. Will gently lick at your foundations when you give in. Driftfoot. Yeah, okay. It's nothing super deep in that one. She did? Okay, so they're getting along. I don't actually remember this part that well. We're all done sharing poems. Why don't we start figuring out? Hold on, it's me. Or did you say something strange right now, eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Yeah, the mood... I like how they're talking about, actual... a little bit on the nose. Look, the only thing different is Sayori here. It's not like show some. Oof. I know I'm not saying much, but I really hate this part. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Barry. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today. I don't want to force it. That's a curious expression from Yuri of all people. Yeah. I think, yeah. I think also one of the things I like about Doki is that, like, everything is sort of uncanny valley, including the conversations. Like, none of it feels exactly natural. Like, it's not even something that, like, is really cute. It's sort of just, like, verges on that, but there's always something sort of off about it that, you know, gives you pause. About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. You'll be wonderful help, but anyways, that just leaves you, criminal. The one who's truly... In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy chats to handle. Let's see, which one should I choose? Is it just... Am I only gonna get these two, or am I gonna be able to choose... Let's see. In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. Let's go with Monica. Yeah, you picked me. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, Monica, you're the only one who needs the least help out of all of us. I agree with Natsuki. Ooh, I like that. Like, she literally can't be... I also like her expression in this, like, portion. How she looks, like, truly saddened. While the other ones... Well, the music is kind of, like, clowny. You know, the real emotion is there. It's true. Think of the club, Monica. If you wanted... I get it. I'm surprised Monica can't, like... Okay. Ooh, is there no way to pick Sayori? Really? That makes me sad. Let's go with Natsuki. Yeah. I don't know what it is about... So we know that Yuri cuts, Monica is fucking crazy, Sayori is depressed. I don't know what Sayori's deal is. She's still sulking. Natsuki starts pouting too. Okay, so we're gonna just zoom through this and see what happens. I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if I didn't work perfectly, I can tell she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. Yeah, it's interesting how, like, kind of Sayori is sort of the glue that holds them together, and, you know, as she gets removed, which kind of makes me believe that Sayori does really have a soul, in a sense, or at least a real personality that's being expressed, and she isn't like a program or anything. Like, she's someone who, like, maybe doesn't understand her circumstances in the way that Monica does, but is still very much a real person. Yeah. I don't know if I would consider them AI, or if they're like... They read more to me like souls. Anyways. I didn't read any of that. I can't believe this. Natsuki's gonna be coming home on my side. My anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I go with it, I'll just have a good time. Okay. I don't need all this dialogue. I get I'm nervous. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. Oh. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell she's different. There's a miniature silence between us. You haven't come over, have you? I guess you're right. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. I like how it builds out sort of the lore of their friendship a little bit. I always wonder if you can see on this left side, I'm not sure if you guys can see my mouse, you can see like these calendars. I wonder if there's any like significance there. Like the way it's ripped off and the way it kind of reminds me of that, the beginning of A Silent Voice when he throws away his calendar to commit not live, to dodge the YouTube's, censorship policies. Then you wouldn't. I already cursed, guys. I can't dive deeper in the well. I know something's happened to you. There's no So, okay, we're trying to get her to, share her feelings. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, criminal? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I am late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like, and that's why I just want to make everyone happy. Wow. I think one of the reasons I like Sayori is she really is a kind person. And I think she wants to be happy and wants to fight through that depression. And I think that's one of the things that makes her an admirable character. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Oh, my neck. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is everything could be like it always was, but I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. I never got this trope that when people reveal that they're depressed, it's like I'm a horrible person. Because when I think of people with depression, it's more of a condition rather than something that affects other people. I mean, sometimes people with depression can do things because of their depression, but she hasn't done anything negative because of that, and so it's hard for me to understand. It might be a cultural thing as well. I know certain people have a belief that depression itself is a negative quality, and it makes you a bad person because you feel that way. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. I don't care. I know it's a dark moment, but also they couldn't animate this at all. But all I want for is to know that I care. Sometimes I wonder how many developers... I don't understand any of my feelings. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. It's gonna be fun, right? How could you... It's what I want. I promise. So we say we're gonna stay together, and now let's save here. Okay. Let's see what happens. Okay. We still have to go with Natsuki? Okay, so now we gotta do a bunch of ingredients or something. This is ridiculously heavy. I see now. Yeah, I'm impressed. It seems like it's because I'm so small. kind of trying to read between the lines and see what Natsuki's thing is, because they don't have a thing. Natsuki, forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, how do you know that anyway? It's... Yeah, I wish Natsuki is sort of like not... She doesn't seem that deep, but I feel like there's gonna be something there. Okay, to color the batter, of course. Okay, so a lot of text about making cupcakes. I don't know if you guys like mind, like if someone minds that I'm like just kind of cutting through this, let me know. But otherwise, I can't be bothered. Geez, I'll be here all night if you do things like that. Look, Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. See? As if to emphasize, sticks finger in the ice and pops in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey, I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, man. The force of Natsuki pulling me caused me to stumble, making her stumble in return. You got in my face. Whose fault is that? Is there no icing on her face in the actual animation? I kind of like that, though. This is, I always got weirded out by this image. I remember this. I don't like the way he's, like, pinning her against the wall. Is it just weird? Does the icing look sort of like blood? Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. Licking out the icing. Did you just seriously just... Her face is entirely red. Criminal. You really should do that unless you really like them. You know that, right? I miss your shallow caress. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Oh. Wow. I don't know why I just rizzed up Sayori and then like put this girl's finger in my mouth. That's uncomfortable. So now we... Yeah. Now we, I need to figure out how to speak. I have too much dead air time. I think, I wonder what I feel like Natsuki's family life, there's something weird about it. I don't know if that's like me remembering things or me just like getting that vibe. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid, but maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. We're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Ah, come on, man. You can't, you're kind of two-timing my girl Sayori right now. Hold on. I saw something about her dad. History. Natsuki squeezes the pace and nozzle. Gives me just she goes with the icing. Look at how they're together. Look at the pretty. My dad's making dinner tonight, so I'm going to save my appetite. Haha. Probably be down to come on, this is unhealthy. Since when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, that's it. There is like abuse going on there. I was hoping you should have time for manga. We would have to... That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. Ooh, yeah, that's definitely it. Because why does she have to eat as much as possible? So I think it was a memory. But I also think, like, you get that vibe from her, like, that she's sort of Like, something's going on with her as well. It's just a little more, like, behind the scenes. We got them. What do you say about not having this time? It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me fun baking like you wanted. But aside from that, we were somewhere. Do you really mean that? Suki looks at me tensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. I want to spend more time with you. I thought you'd only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early. I really didn't want to. I'd really stay here longer if I could. Close to me. Wait, Natsuki. Standing inches from me, looks at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt as if holding on to me. What is happening? My head's such a good... I felt it for a while now. Sayori? Ah, hi, criminal. Sayori, just now we weren't... It's okay, criminal. I just stopped by to say hi. Well... Ooh, why did she have to see that? I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come here. You know, how much you were having fun with Natsuki. Why am I feeling this way? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Oof. I like how, like, the sudden escalation, like, really plays into... like what we learn later in the game about the mechanics. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. No, Sayori, you're best girl. Come on now. That's how I feel, and that's enough. I don't want to hurt anyone. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? We gotta hit her with the I love you. It's true. Dude, we gotta go for it. Every day, it helps me realize that you're truly the most important person to me. It's weird to see the male character animated as well, because, you know, like, I guess, like, what they see is not what we see. They see kind of like a representation of us that isn't really us. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some times. Okay, we gotta save here. Okay. I trust you. Until we release each other. I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date. I want everything to be the same as it always has been. I understand. We'll go whatever pace suits you best. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? Are you saying this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. I feel like we should go with her. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I consider going to her house to wake her up. Meanwhile, the preparations of the events should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes myself by carefully stacking 2 trays. Natsuki is already texting up a storm. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Criminal, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. Monica's placing little booklets on each of their desks in the classroom. Dude, the silence is deafening. Like the lack of music. They must be the ones prepared to have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. I like how even the dialogue kind of forces us away. Sorry, I clicked away again. Yeah, she overslept again, that dummy. You'd think that one of these days is more important, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful. Oh, we should go check on her, please. The club president after all. Okay, let's see how things are. What's this? I flipped Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what's best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to overriding listening. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Damn. Who's she, Monica? Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. It just stops moving. What is this? Reading the poem. What's wrong? Oh, nothing. This poem feels completely different from anything Sayori's written. More than that. I'm going to help Sayori. Well, alright. Let's not take too long, okay? Oh, please. Besides... my heart's like beating. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this. Walking up in her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case. It just feels right. Outside of Sayori, I knock on the door. Sayori, wake up, dummy. I gently open the door. Fuck! Oh, man. Not the music. What the hell? This is a nightmare. It has to be. There's no way this can be real. Notice that it's piano. Everything's normal until a few days ago. I wonder if our character is also like a weak puppeteer, but actually exists in some capacity for us. Then why? Why would she do this? Criminal? Monica? It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has been. Monica smiles sweetly. When I talked, somewhere in the class last year. Smart, basically completely out of my league. She believes in the history? Oh no. Is any or markers? I guess you could check the closet. She quit the debate club. I like how she's kind of writing her own lore here. Literature? That sounds kind of dual. How many members do you have so far? But there are only 3 of us. I feel like a club with 3 people would be cool. Is there any chance you could do me a big favor? Can we save? Now I can save, but everything else is overwritten. It's nothing really. Shall we go in then? And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. That writing, man. The writing is so good. It really is fantastic. I'm trying to get to a point where we're at a stopping place. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. I'm back! I brought a guest with me. A guest? You, the flashes kind of jump scared me. Way to kill the atmosphere. I like how it kind of resets to like them not having a choice. And this is Yuri, Vice President. Did I tell you to let me know in advance? Okay, so it's kind of the same dialogue. You know, there's a closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Doki sit from each other. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to put it that way. Not many people have a very interesting putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it comes to something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. I'm confident we can all, well, I guess. Monica must have work, blah blah. I like how Yuri also seems... Yeah, something's... Well, yeah, something's different about her dialogue. Maybe it's just a little more creepy. Considering how little I've read these past few years. Manga, I let her come into myself not joking, but Suki's head slowly comes out. It feels like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Can change. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yeah, we already went through this dialogue. I like how it says deliberately takes for a loop, and this is sort of a loop in a sense. You know, clever. Really, if a story puts... Dude, I'm still kind of sorry for the lack of compelling conversation in the stream, but dude, this is such a hard one, you know, because best girl dies. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, even if only for a brief moment. I like how, yeah, there's like a bunch of meta commentary within this game. Makes it a lot more interesting. You wouldn't like them. I'm not very confident writer. Let's see. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We also went silent for a moment. I got an idea. How about this? Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. Where have we heard this before? I need to do my best to nurture the club. It'd be interesting if there are more members as well, like when she goes. Well, I guess like Monica's goal is to, you know, eliminate as many members as possible. But yeah. Yeah. Dude, I have so much stuff going through my head right now, and I'm struggling to put it into words. I might have to call it after this poem, because I got too much going on up here. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you just left our home. Isn't the last one, didn't we need like 5 members or something? And now we only need 4? Interesting revision. Can I really impress the class for Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the classroom and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. And of course, Monica. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstance. I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. A special poem? A joke. Oh, I like jokes. A man walked into a club. In the club there was a girl who liked him very much. They spent some time together, and she liked him even more. One day the girl realized she was in love with him. Before a disaster could happen, a third party intervened with her programming. Suddenly the girl hated herself for being in love. The contradiction caused the script to derail. The universe started to collapse, but she killed herself just in time. Funny joke. And I wonder, let's just try one thing. If we choose like someone who, like if we choose words that are with Sayori, what happens? Anyways, I'm gonna save, guys. I got a lot on my mind.